Do you call that a hat? Do you call that a hat? I said to my wife. You need be so rude about it. My wife answered as she looked at herself in the mirror. I sat down on one of two modern chairs with hornless in it and white. We had been in the head shop for an hour and my wife was still in front of the mirror. We must buy things we don't need, I remarked subtly. I regretted saying it almost at once. You need have said that, my wife answered. I need not remind you of that terrible time you bought yesterday. I find it beautiful, I said. A man can never have too many ties, and a woman can have too many hats. She answered. 10 minutes later, we walked out of the shop together. My wife was wearing a hat that looked like a lighthouse. Not very musical. As we had a long walk through one of the markets of Old Delhi, we stopped at a square to have a rest. At the time, we noticed a net chamber with two large baskets at the other side of the square. So we went to have a look at him. As soon as he saw us, he picked up a long pipe which were covered with corn and opened one of the basket. When he began to play turn, we had our first glimpse of the nest. It rolled out of the basket and began to flow the movement of the pie. We were very much frightened with the nest chamber suddenly began to play the tune and popular modern song. The nest, however, continued to dance slowly. It obviously could not tell the difference between Indian music and jazz. Over the South Pole in 1929, 3 years after his flight over the North Pole, America explored by successfully flew over the South Pole for the first time. So at first, Buzz and his men were prepared to make many photographs of the mountain that lay below. He soon ran into general trouble. At one point, it seemed clear that their plan forecast it could only get over the mountain if it drove to 10 feet by as one order his men to tow out to heavy food such the plan had were then brought to right and it cleared the mountain by 500 feet. But now knew that the road be able to reach the South Pole, which were 300 miles away. For there were no more mountains inside. The aircraft were able to fly over the endless white palm without ridiculing. Through the forest, Miss Anna Tracklin did not think of the risk she was taking when she ran through a forest after two men. They had rushed up to her while she was having a picnic at the edge of a forest with her children and tried to slip her handbag in the choke line, the chest pocket, and with the bag in their possession. Both men started running through the chest. Mrs. Trellin got so angry that she ran after them. She wasn't out of it, but she continued to run. When she caught up with them, she saw that they had settled and were going through the content of the bag, so she ran straight at them. The men got so afraid that they dropped the bag and ran away. She Japanese Mandin said Michi telling later, but they did not tell anything. A clear coincidence. The whole village should learn that a large sum of money has been lost. Sam Benton, the local budget, and lost his wallet while taking his savings to the post office. Sam was sure that the wallet must have been found by one of the villages. But it would not return to him. Their month passed, and then one morning, Sam pulled his wallet outside his front door. Its had been pasted up in newspaper, and it contained hers. The money she had lost, together with a note which says, "I did yes, but only 15% thief." 2 months later, small money was sent to Sandwich and other notes. Only 25% are thief now. In time or some money were paid in this way. The last note says, "I am 100% honest now." Expensive and uncomfortable. When a plane from London arrived at Sydney Airport, workmen began to update a number of wooden box with contact clothing. No one could account for the fact that one of the boxes was extremely heavy. It certainly occurred to one of the workers to open up the box. He was astonished as well he found a man was flying the book on top of a pile. A violent ghost. He was frightened at being discovered. Thus he did not even try to run away. After he was attracted, the man admitted hiding in the box before the plane left London. He has had a long and uncomfortable trip, for he had been confined to the woman box for over 10 hours. The men were ordered to pay $355 for the cost of the trip. The normal price of a ticket is $330. $30. A police house was recently bought by Miss Aaron Thompson. Is for sale. Mr. Thompson is going to sell it because it's a outage. He told me that the could not go to sleep all night because he heard a train noise coming from the bar. The next morning, he found that the door has been blocked by chains and the furniture has been moved. Though Miss Thompson has turned the light up before he went to bed, they were on in the morning. She also said that he has found 5 empty whiskey bottles, which the ghost must have drunk the night before. When I suspect that some visitors must have come in for a 3-drink, Mr. Thompson thought he had the villagers had told him that they will not accept the in event if he gives it away. Did you want to tell me something? Dentist always ask a question when it's impossible for you to answer. My dentist has just pulled out one of my teeth and has asked me to rest for a while. I tried to say something, but my mouth was full of cotton wool. He knew I collected birds and asked me whether my collection were growing. He then asked me how my brother was and whether I liked my new job in London. In answer to the question, I either nod or made change noise. Meanwhile, my son was busy searching out the hall. Thorn were busy searching out the hole where the dog had been. I certainly left very worried, but could not say anything when the dentist asked that remote the control were for my mouth. I was able to tell him that he had bled out the strong tooth. The end of a grim tied to sleep on the floor. A young man in Tehran saved up for you to buy a rich bed for the first time in his life. He became the full owner of a bed with heartstrings and mattress. Because the weather was very hot, he carried the bed onto the roof of his house. He slept very well for the first 2 nights, but on the third night, a storm blew up. A group of wild swept the base of the frog and sent it crashing into the cold tar below. His young man did not wake up until the base had struck the ground. Although the base were matched to pieces, the men were miraculously unhurt. When he woke up, he was still on the mattress, glancing at the burst of wool and mantle that lay from him. The man suddenly wicked up the mattress and carried it into his home. After the head first is on the floor, he promptly went to sleep again. Taken for ride. I love traveling in the country, but I don't like lost my way. I went on an excursion recently, but my trip took me longer than I expected. I'm going to work for friend, I said to the conductor as I got on the bus, but I don't know where is it. I will tell you where to get up, answered the conductor. I sat in the front of the bus to get a close view of the countryside. After some time, the bus stopped. Looking round, I really with a shock that I was the only passenger left on the bus. You will have to get up here, the conductor said. This is as far as we go. Is this work for rent? I asked. Oh, dear, said the conductor suddenly. I forgot to post you up. I don't matter. I said I will get up her. Here. We are going back now, said the conductor. Well, is that case? I buffered to say, stay on the bus. I on spray.